guys, I got Zach in the studio, and this is the RC conference room. I should have mentioned that before I said that, but yeah, we got Zach in the studio. We're going to talk about a few cars, how to get started in nitro. I'm going to start right off by saying a few cars. We have the Associated 10 GT, which you can find on rc10.com. This is a very, very, very similar. Hold on.
So it's similar.
Show them the back of it. Very, very similar to the 10 GT. That one's just shorter. That one's a truggy rather than a short course. You can get that one for about $300. The Nitro Sport, you can find on Traxxas. Traxxas Nitro Sport is about $280, and you're looking at about 40 miles an hour with a .15 engine. Which is pretty good. I mean, they rated at 38, but that's pretty close to 40, so I'm just going to say 40. That's a pretty good car to get started with. It comes with everything you need out of the box. It's a great car. Another good car is the HPI Firestorm N, which stands for Nitro. The N is Nitro. You're looking at about the same speed, 40 miles an hour, under a really nice, great company name. I don't know what it comes out with out of the box, but I'm assuming it comes with almost everything you need. None of the cars RTR will come with fuel. They normally come with air filter oil and some little tools.
Everything else but fuel.
Almost everything else but fuel. Sometimes you'll get after an oil. Sometimes you might get air filter oil. You'll almost never get those two with them. You might get a glow wrench, but that's about it. Firestorm Man is about $280, same as the Nitro Sport. You're looking at about the same speed, they're same style, truggy, pretty much the same car. The next one I have on my list is the HPI Bullet ST and MT. You're looking at about $350. The ST is a stadium truck body with different wheels, and the MT is a monster truck body with different wheels and a monster truck body. The first three cars I said were two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive cars. The last two are four-wheel drive. The Bullet ST and MT are four-wheel, and the HPI Savage X 4.6 is four-wheel drive as well. The HPI Savage X 4.6 is a bit pricey for beginners. $450 to $500. Depending on where you buy it. It's a great car. It comes with everything you need. It comes with, except for after an oil and air filter oil, you get a fuel bottle, you get a glow igniter, you get a tool, you get screwdrivers and wrenches, you get spare pieces, you get a spare air filter, tuning screwdrivers, you get everything you need out of the box in that one. So you definitely pay for what you get for. Pay for it, you get what you pay for, I'm trying to say.
That's basically what makes it so much, is because you get all the extra add-ons.
So the Associated 10 GT is $300. Nitro Sport is $280. The HPI Firestorm is $280 too. The HPI Bullet ST and MT are around $350, $370. The HPI Savage can be anywhere from $460 for $500.
We have a video of that.
I have videos of the HPI Savage on my channel, so check that out.
We will take a video of it when it's running after we.
So we got that done.
Fix it up.
So let's talk about what you're gonna need out of the box. Well, this might be a few part video. So what you're gonna need out of the box with probably most of the cars I just said. Actually, no. All the cars that come with a glow igniter. Comes with one just like this one. This is a C-cell battery. Batteries, glow plug igniter. This one works great. You go through C-cell batteries quite a bit, so I recommend right out of the box you just get a LiPo. But if you're a beginner, the C-cell might just work fine. I'll have videos of how these work probably very soon. Probably next video we'll do. Yeah. Glow igniters. Most nitro cars come with a wrench, a tool, just like this one, to get your glow plug out. All the cars I mentioned were the same thing. Let me see that real quick. We're not going to do it now. I got a new one. They strip really easy, so I recommend getting a ratchet. It's probably an 8mm or a 17mm. It says 8mm on that one. But it's not the same for all cars.
Yeah.
So these cost about $5 if your car doesn't come with them. I always recommend getting a spare one anyways. Because the HPI ones you can't thread glow plugs into them like this one. Yeah. So you're going to need a glow igniter, a tool, and possibly a ratchet. That falls under tools, so yeah. Another tool you're going to want is a smaller wrench, much like this one. I'll have pictures of them in the end. The series, if it is a series, great for getting getting the nuts on the shocks, because normally you'll be a screw and then a nut at the end. Easy to do that real quick. I'll have videos how to remove shocks later. That normally comes with just about every car. Another thing you want to have just laying around is a spare air filter. Most of the cars I just mentioned come with a spare air filter. Can't talk. Air filter. Well, they come with an extra air filter. You definitely want one, because if something happens to the one
that you're
currently using, and say it falls off the mount, the carburetor, and it gets chewed up by the gears, you definitely want a new one to throw.
You're not going to want to use the one that's chewed up as in basically junk then.
Yeah, I mean, this is a two-stage. It's a two-stage. You definitely want a two-stage. It's just so much better. Most cars come with a spare air filter out of the box. Some little accessories you're going to want. Where's that body reamer that you were stabbing holes in the fuse box with? Well, I gotta get my temp down, so I gotta run up here real quick.
What you're going to need, you're not going to be able to drive your RC car without the RC fuel, or the nitro fuel, so you're for sure going to need that.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. The only thing you're going to need is just some Lexan scissors. Are nice to have. You don't need them, but I recommend them. I recommend the curved, and I'll have pictures of those as well. And a body reamer to put new holes in your body if you need it. Zip ties are nice to have. The HPI cars come with a couple extras and a few Q-tips to get in the heat sink to get all the oil and dirt out. Can of compressed air helps too. So that's that. You can buy zip ties at just about anywhere. Probably Walgreens to Walmart. Anywhere.
Dollar stores.
Dollar stores, yes.
Everywhere.
This is a must. Temperature gun. This one with the laser on it. It works really nice when it has a laser on it. I have a really nice blue screen. You want this because it'll say in your manual what your temperature is. Most cars, it's anywhere from 250 to 280 degrees. I know Traxxas cars recommend 280 degrees to turn off the engine and let it cool, and HPI cars is 250 degrees, let it cool. You can get this for like $30 at the most. Do not go to your hobby store to get these. They will be overpriced. I paid $25 for this at Harbor Freight. If I went to my hobby store, it would be easily $50.
Probably even more.
Probably more. A few little tools you're going to want. There's a couple of screwdrivers from them. You're going to want a pair of needle nose pliers, just for general use.
Pulling screws out.
Getting things you can't get out, pins and stuff. You want a small flat blade, much like this one. Flat blade, whatever you want to call it. For tuning, and then a bigger one for anything else, like prying things off and stuff. And then a really nice, just make sure you get really nice tools, because it just eliminates the need of buying better tools later. But it's totally your choice of what you get. I recommend the ones where you can just remove the bit in them.
They're not too much. They're not too pricey at all.
I mean, you could buy a whole thing right at Lowe's or your local hardware store
for about $30 to $40.
But you want two flat blades. You want a bigger one and a smaller one. Smaller for tuning, bigger one for general use. Needle nose pliers. A pair of vice grips are nice, and a Phillips. Really nice Phillips. Because most screws on RC cars are either Phillips or hex, and it's not fun to have the wrong or really bad pair of either one.
Yeah. This is a lot of times I've had screws that strip on the first time I use them.
Yeah.
The really cheap super ones.
What else should I go over? I'm going to do air filter oil first. Something you're going to want is air filter oil. You can get it in spray type. Your RC manufacturer, whatever your RC car company will have this. They will always recommend theirs, but it really doesn't matter which one you use. You can use Spray-On from K&N. You can use your company's. As I said before, your company's always going to recommend their brand because
they just want you to buy it.
They just want you to buy it. It's because that's normal marketing. I got this one. I don't know how much it is. I actually got this from my grandpa. Yeah,
you can buy a manual.
Probably $5 for a small one. So air filter oil. You want to make sure your oil, your air filter. Yeah. After every run, you're going to want after-run oil to keep your engine mode lubricated. You don't want because the nitro fuel is nitromethane. The nitromethane has the alcohol in the fuel attracts water very easily, so you definitely don't want that moisture getting in your engine. It can corrode it, it can rust it out,
Yep.
and cause your engine to seize, which isn't fun. I think you had that happen to your engine.
Yeah, that sucks.
After an oil is a must. Mine is $4, and I get 2 ounces of it, 2 fluid ounces.
The only reason why mine did it is I forgot. I ran out and we couldn't. The store we went to, they didn't have it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Nitro engines are same principle. It doesn't matter for airplanes, trains, if there are nitro trains, planes, cars,
Anything.
helicopters,
Anything that
with an
involves
engine.
RC.
Anything
nitro.
with anything nitro.
You're gonna want after.
You're gonna want after an oil. You can even use 2-cycle oil, two-stroke oil, not the fuel. Just use the oil itself, without the premix. So yeah, really simple. I'm gonna see how long the video is. It might be a 2-part video.
Yeah, because then YouTube's gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this a 2-part video, guys. So see you later.